But anyway, so I'm recording now. So tonight, good evening, everybody. Tonight, I'm really excited. Oh, you're probably thinking she's always excited. I've always got exciting things because I love this business because it's so exciting and I love hanging out with you guys, all you beautiful people. So tonight we get to spotlight our beautiful partner of the month last month, Angel. You're a freaking awesome girl. I'm just going to spotlight her. Hang on, just bear with me.
Oh, you don't really have to spotlight me.
Oh, darling, I do. It's all part of it. You can't be speaking and not be spotlighted. Come on, that just doesn't work.
Is it raining inside, Angel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this amazing woman, I just want to I just want to spotlight a couple of her strengths here. She's amazing at getting customers. She's just a little customer rock star. I don't know how you do it, girl, but you will be asking you how you do it. So I hope you're ready for that. But she's amazing at getting customers, but she's also amazing at numbers. Like Angel's constantly at me about how much am I going to get for this? How much is this? And what is this? And constantly asking me about it, which is so cool because most of us, like when I first started and I was at her level, I didn't know anything about the numbers. I just asked Kat everything. And, you know, Angel's like really onto it. And I love that she's really onto it. So, and one of the other things that she's really good at is she's amazing at supporting her team. So she's an incredible mentor for her girls. They all love her and she's just always there for her. And if she's not, she'll say, I'm not there for you, but plug into Tans or, you know, the rest of the team. So I just love how you're there for your girls, honey. And so I just want to share a little bit around what happened for Angel last month. For any of you who don't know, if you need to disappear, it's okay, honey. So last month, Angel got, so she brought on all these new customers. I think she had about 9 or 10 new customers, but then they all became team, right? So she ended up with about 7 new team. And out of those 7 new team, because most of you will who've been in the business for a wee while now will understand that often you bring on 17, but you might get 2% of those that actually do anything with it. Angel got 3 of her girls to Partner Plus in that first week before the end of the month, 3 of them, which usually is very unusual. So I don't know what she was doing. She was probably being an amazing little mentor and being there for her girls and supporting them. Yes, they're amazing humans, but also, you know, Angel also really supported them. So I just want to congratulate you for that, honey, because that's why you got Partner of the Month. Considering all the stuff that was going on in your personal life as well, you still stayed plugged in and supporting your girls, and you just achieved a lot. So really proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I just want to ask a few questions. So if any of you have any questions you want to ask Angel, please just pop them in the chat and I'll make sure that she gets those questions. So first of all, honey, for those of the new team who don't know you, do you want to share, because I know there's a few on here tonight, do you want to share a little bit about your story, like why you said yes to this business? If you can think back that far, because it's been a wee while now, right?
Testing my brain these days. Honestly, I was just telling Amira that if she wants another brain, she can have my useless one. But yeah, no, I came into the business about almost a year ago now, which is pretty scary to even think about. And at that point, I needed something that was going to be accessible from home that I could build up rather than have another 9-to-5 job that was going to pay me the same wage that I was going to be fighting for the pay rise and stuff. I don't really like the idea of working 1 hour for $20 at all. And because of my age, lack of experience and everything else, that's all I'm really seen as I'm worth. So I was just over it. I'd been declined from heaps of jobs when my upline came along and we started chatting, and yeah, it just seemed right. It just seemed so right. And then I actually got a full-time job the same week. I think it was, Tanya. Yeah, about the same week. And it was very overwhelming. But ever since then, I've just realized more and more that this is so much better for me as something that I can build my future on. And then about a month, 2 months into the business, 3 months into the business, I think. I'm not sure. My baby brain is great at the moment. I found out that I was pregnant. So it's just been kind of working towards building a future since then. Mind me keeping myself from being sick at the moment. But yeah, I've just been kind of focusing. I was real focused on customers for ages, and then I kind of wanted to build a team up because there's so many other people that need this just like we do, you know. And it's cool. Once I bought Amira in about a month in and just seen her shine, and it was amazing. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm being a bit greedy keeping this to myself. Like, it's rude. It's straight rude to be keeping it. But yeah,
I just want to add something to that, Angel, when you shared your story about how you found out that you were pregnant. There was another major life change that happened for you around the same time, right? That has also kind of pushed you into making this business work. Right? You remember?
You say it like there was only a couple. There was a million things. Yeah. Everything changed at once.
It did. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure what one you're talking about, but
when you and Leighton broke up.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, we moved into a place that was just ours instead of just renting a room. So I had this whole 3-bedroom house. Just lost my relationship. Just found out I was pregnant. Wasn't able to work anymore because of how sick I was, and it was crazy. And ever since, it's just been like, I know I'm going to make this work. It's not really a can I, should I, will I. It's just like, yep, sweet, got to succeed with it. How do I do it? But it's been a really massive drive for me. It's kind of, I think that's when everything really turned around, after I stayed at your house, Tanya, when everything started to change.
Yeah, because there was a time too when you actually fell off the business, really, didn't you? It got too hard and you kind of went quiet for about 2 or 3 months. Do you want to talk about that? What happened there for you, honey? Because you were doing really well. So, you know, with Angel, she did really well to start with. She did really well in the business, and then you lost a lot of customers, didn't you? A lot of them declined. Yeah.
I had heaps of customers, and yeah, almost every single one declined. I went to a point where I was literally at the start again, like beyond starting again. It was really crazy and overwhelming. And I just kind of realized I had to kind of be intentional about it, because at that point I was like, okay, I just want customers. I want to, I want people to buy my products and do this. And then I was like, okay, I need to know my customer base. I need to know who I want to attract, who I want to help, how I want to help them. And once I started to kind of get more orientated around my specific, what's the word, Tanya? My
intentions, or your demographic.
Yes, that's the word.
Yeah.
Rather than just be trying to bring on anyone and everyone from here, there, and everywhere. It really changed the game for me, and I was just kind of talking to my people directly. And yeah, it changed so much. I was able to build myself back up. It was a bit slow to start with. We all have our slow points at some point of our business, and that was mine. And I think without that, I wouldn't be where I am today, because it kind of I need to stay consistent. I need to be doing the action every day, setting intentions, setting the goals. And when I don't reach a goal, not kind of give up and get all grumpy about it. Just keep that goal there for the next month and keep building towards it.
I love that. I love that, honey. And I think that's a really good point to talk to. So what happened? Why did you kind of give up? What were you feeling when you were giving up? When you thought, oh, what's the point? Right? Is that where you were at?
Yeah, I'd always see the next, because obviously in this, you're at partner, then you want to get to partner plus within this amount of time. And if you don't get it, it's like, oh, fuck, what do I do now? And it kind of it feels like it's a setback. And I let myself get into that mindset when I saw the other girls hitting their promotions and stuff, and I wasn't getting there. And it was really frustrating. But I just kind of realized I needed to stay in my lane, focus on myself, focus on what I was doing, because if I'm focusing on what I'm not achieving, then I'm not getting further, if that makes sense. But yeah, since kind of just focusing and keeping in my lane, knowing what I need to do, it's been a lot easier. And I'm reaching out for help when I need it, rather than just staying in my own bubble and staying in the overwhelm. Tanya knows very well about that.
I just want to say when Angel first started, because Angel came in under Emma, who was my front line, and Emma's not really active in the business anymore. So Angel's kind of become my front line. But, many times I would have phone calls from Angel where she was in absolute hysterics, upset about something that was happening and I just look at you now and I think you are such an incredibly capable young woman. And yes, young, I have to remind myself that you're only 21, right? Because she is only 21, but she is an incredibly capable woman and has achieved so much in this business already. So I love that what you're saying about how you're just, you've got to stay in your own lane, because that was the defining moment for you, wasn't it, honey, when you realised that I've got to stop comparing myself to everyone else, and I've just got to focus on my own business. And then look what you did this month. I mean, that was amazing. Helping 3 of your girls to their first promotion was huge, and doing what you did. You just stayed focused on what you wanted and focused on your team, and that was an incredible achievement. So tell us what you did. Tell us about last month, and what did you do to bring on all those girls and support them to get their promotions?
I did what I should be doing every month. From the moment that I found out that we had the big promo on, I literally ran out the room. I did a live video and I did a video to my story, and I just kept sharing. Since then, I shared my story. I was sharing on my, I was sharing my personal story, and then I was sharing on my Facebook story and stuff. And I just kind of got really excited and let people feel my vibe of how I felt towards this business, how it's helped me. And some of the people were people that were already interested. Sian and Dana had been interested for quite a while and working online and improving their health as well. And I just made sure that I was going back to everyone that I knew had been interested in the past and kind of just let them know what was going on. Even now, obviously, we haven't got the cheaps. Oh, shit. Sorry, I've just started bleeding. I've just got blood everywhere. Hold up.
Oh, that's all right. All right, you can go sort that out. It's fine. I'll take you off
It's
spot.
not the baby, eh? You're fine, eh?
No, my hand.
Okay. Oh my gosh, woman.
No, I've just a little predicament here.
Can you
I'm like trying to reach through the phone to help you.
turn the tap on?
Toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper,
I've got bloody through here.
something.
Beautiful timing.
We've just got a gallery view while we're waiting, so we don't have to focus on Angel.
Yeah, don't focus on me bleeding out.
Yeah. Hi, Diane. Hi, Shams.
We've got a temporary fix. We're all good.
Okay. One of the things, it's really good that you said that, Angel, about, that even now after the blitz, because I think one of the things that we tend to do is when we have a cheap blitz on, we think, oh, I've got to rush out and I've got to invite everybody, which is what we do, but we actually aren't doing that every other month.
Yeah.
And so if we stay consistently in action like we are during the blitz every single month, then there's no reason why we can't have the same month. Because at the end of the day, the price doesn't matter. If someone really wants the business, it doesn't matter how much it costs, they're going to do it anyway.
I mean, the price is amazing as it is. And I've spoken to Adam about this quite a bit. Sorry, I am here with you, so I'm just trying to clean this up. It's not the price, it's our attitude towards it. It's the way that we kind of present ourselves when we're talking about it. And when that blitz came along, everyone went from, there's a startup fee, blah, blah, and not wanting to mention that to, okay, holy shit, this is amazing. This is like, it's gone down $100. And it was just everyone's excitement towards it. And I think that's the really important part, is just keeping that excitement and that vibe towards what we've got, because we've got something amazing. And a traditional business is so fucking expensive, and we don't appreciate what we have enough, I reckon. And yeah, that's where I've kind of changed my approach to this, is just remembering that I've got something in my hands that is amazing, whether it's $50 to start or $150, it's still absolutely incredible. And we help people to make that back straight away anyway. Really, whatever the price is, it doesn't matter really.
Yeah, I love this change in you, honey, because this was an issue for you, wasn't it? The whole price thing was a big issue for you, and the fact that you've leveled up from that, and that's amazing. And that's so that doesn't matter how much that business cost last month. You could still do the same this month if you really wanted to. It's just it's your mindset. It's all in your mind. It's going, this is what we've got to offer people. It's not about that it's a liability. It's actually an asset. We're offering them a gift, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you did that, and I'm so proud of you, stepping out of that amazing change in you, girl. What about helping your girls to get their first promotion? Because it's not always easy. You can bring on a new team and they're not necessarily ready yet, or they can have anxiety or feel overwhelmed. So, how did you work through that with them?
I have seen a few of the girls' names pop up on here, and I'm pretty sure they were overwhelmed, especially with me on their backs, like, what are we doing today? What do you need help with? But I just made sure that they knew I was there in every aspect. I've known my girls for a while in different ways. Some of them I was close to, some of them I hadn't talked to for quite a while. And I just let them know that, if they need anything, I'm always here to love them, support them, just get them through in any way that I can. If they need a call, they know that they can call me. And a big thing for starting them strong, I think, was kind of letting them know that if anyone messages, I showed them through the templates and stuff. I took them through all the guides and all that. And I just let them know if someone messages them and they need help with verbiage, because we all do at the start, to just send it through to me, just send me screenshots and I'll help them. And if I can't help them with something, then Tanya can. And I know some of our new team are already getting team themselves. And obviously you wouldn't be confident with like verbiage and all that stuff yet. And that's where your upline is really helpful. I still go to Tanya. I think I went to her like last week for verbiage help, maybe the other day even. And it's just, yeah, it's just about making sure that they know that there's truckloads of support there. We've got our team chats for a reason, and we've got uplines for a reason. And I love it when they're annoying because it's good. It means they want to learn. And I love, especially with Dana, she was always like, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be annoying. I don't want to annoy you. I was like, nah, it's good. It's honestly so good. Like, it makes, as an upline, you see that they want to succeed, and you, I don't know, I guess you just do whatever you can to help them to succeed.
I love that. Yes, be annoying. Be so
Yes.
annoying.
Honestly, don't ever feel like you guys are being annoying to our upline, because we all love it. It is the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so can we be annoying now then? Because I got way too much questions to type in the message box.
Yep.
You go for it, Ace.
How do you get past the overwhelming part? So I'm currently at the stage where I'm 2 weeks in, but I'm not a person to be on my phone. However,
Yeah.
everything this business is about is what is the change I've been asking for, praying for. So it's like every time, like I love the group. I love all the messages that come in the group. It's what I wanted, but I put my phone down and I'm like, oh my God, it's just too much.
Yeah.
I can't get past that right now. I don't know how. What did you?
You're only 2 weeks. You're only 2 weeks in. That's why.
But that's not. See, I'm a person of drive where I'm not used to being. I'm used to like I go for it. I got
Yeah.
into I come into this wanting to go for it, and I think, yeah, I'm just like, oh my God, I don't know how to reply to everyone. Yeah.
One of the things I just want to say here, Ace, is it's actually normal to feel overwhelmed in your first few weeks anyway. It's actually really normal. So it's okay.
Thank you. I'm going to write that.
You're learning new, and you're training your brain to do something new. You're creating new pathways. It's not used to it. So just be gentle with yourself. It's okay. But one of the important things I think is just make sure you talk to your upline about it. Just tell them that, hey, look, this is how I'm feeling. This is where I'm at. So that she knows. But anyway, sorry, Angel, you go for it, honey.
You know, I absolutely agree with that. Just letting your uplines know where you're at, what's going on, how you're feeling with everything, and really utilizing the shit out of them. Like your upline's upline, Tanya, because she's like our mum, and just asking all the questions, throwing everything out there, and it can feel really. I remember one thing is I felt very vulnerable at the start with my overwhelm, because I was like, you know, I don't want to be that newbie that's like, how do I do this and what am I doing? But as soon as you let people know that you're feeling overwhelmed or you don't know how to balance this, and someone's going to jump in and help you to do those things. Even if it's just like writing down a couple tasks that you want to achieve for the day, like having your DMO, and then making sure to have that time for yourself still, where you put your phone down and you ain't touching that thing for like an hour, because that time is really important. I didn't really have that for myself for the first few months, and it burns you out if you don't have time for yourself. So yeah, just making sure to have that balance too.
I love that answer too, Angel. I'd be the same. I'd be scheduling time, Ace. So, you know, and if you're finding that the chat's too much, just mute it.
Hell yeah. I've muted every chat. I go into them when it works.
Yeah. So just mute the chat and then just schedule time. Okay, this is when I'm doing my business. My Juice Plus business is this hour. Then this is my time, and this is my mum time, or, you know, whatever time you need. Yes, absolutely. Scheduling is amazing, and it does help. Because overwhelm comes from when you feel like you're out of control of everything that you've got to do. And so when you put things into control, you don't feel that overwhelmed. So that's why scheduling really works, because you can go, okay, between 3 and 4, I'm doing my Juice Plus time and I'm not going over that time. And then between 4 and 5 is my time and I'm not going over that. That's the time that I can do whatever, you go for a walk, whatever, have a bath, whatever makes you feel good.
Absolutely.
Anyone else got any other questions for Angel?
How long have you been in this business?
Just 11 months now.
Nice.
Active for about 8 months of that time.
What do you mean by active? Like,
So
like doing things for the for yourself and the business, do you mean?
yeah, so
Right.
when that's why I say about the overwhelm, because I was really there. I overwhelmed the shit out of myself, and I had a lot of stuff going on at home, and I didn't give myself that time to process everything going on at home and then have my Juice Plus time. I was just smashing them all together, and it really burnt me out. And it taught me a lot. It definitely did. But also, if I could go back and change one thing, it would be how I just let myself get into that mind state. What kind of fixed it was just, I've got books. God, I've got shitloads of books. And I just write all my notes, what I need to do for the day, who I'm talking to, and it really helps. I'll show you guys the templates. So these are downloadable on, where's the 30 and 30, Tanya? That's on one of our pages, isn't it?
Yeah, that's in our VO.
Yeah, so
The
I've
grid.
got things like this that keep me on track now. Just so I know who I'm talking to, I can go back to it easy rather than being on my phone for an extra 20 minutes each day looking through, trying to find someone's name or trying to find who I was talking to last week. And I've just found, like, for me, it's writing. That's what keeps me sane. For you, it might be putting things in your calendar. For someone else, it might be having those reminders on their phone to have time with their partner or have time with their kids. You know, it's just kind of leveling that out. That's one thing I really, really lacked for a long time. So yeah, that's my big thing.
Like organization.
Sorry.
Organization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that's like where scheduling comes in as well, you know, putting us, blocking out. See, what I actually have Google Calendar. I don't know if that would work for you, Ace, but some people like Angel, you know, would have them written down on a piece of paper. So, but there's lots of different ways you can do it. I have it on Google Calendar and I get the notifications come up when I've got a call or I've got, you know, something booked in. But yeah, just find what works for you.
Thank you, Tanya.
So, Angel, honey, you've got another. So Dawn said here, she said you're stepping out. Oh, so this is for Ace. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, become friends with feeling uncomfortable. As Tanya says, it's very normal. So Dawn's also asked you, Angel, what is the #1 tip that you can give for succeeding at this?
I tell all my girls this is dedication, drive, and your reason. We all have our thing that drives us. So drive and reason is the same really, but inconsistency. Just if you've got the dedication and you've got the consistency and you're doing the same things, you're keeping persistent with something, you're going to get there. It might not be in a week, it might not be in a month, but you're going to see the success from it. Find the things that work for you. There's no secret to success with this, unfortunately. I have searched for it. But what I have found is just if you're consistent, you're going to everything else is going to pay off in the long run. And that's just comes to, you know, making sure you're doing your DMO each day, setting yourself a demo that works for you, not taking someone else's DMO, like not being like, oh, Tanya does this, so I'm going to do Tanya's demo. Finding one that works around you and around your lifestyle and everything else. Honestly, that guarantee you will get successful that way. I know this isn't something you can really guarantee, but it is if you're doing the action, you're going to get the results. But yeah, that's one big thing that I always remind my girls too.
It's so true. It is really, really true, that one, because it doesn't matter if you're not getting the success straight away. As long as you are consistent, you're always going to get somewhere, always. Yep. And often what you find is if you have a really difficult month or two where things aren't, you know, you're doing the work, but nothing's really happening, then you'll find in 2 or 3 months' time, that's when things are going to start popping. And that's when you'll notice the growth in your business, because in those times where you're kind of not doing much, or your business isn't doing much, but you are growing. And we have to grow to get to the success part, to get to the actual success in our business. It's just how it works. We've got to have growth, and then we're going to have action. Then we have growth, and then we have action. It happens all the time, because every time you reach a certain level, you've got to that certain level, but then you've actually got to grow to get to the next level. And then you can get to that level, and then you've got to grow again to the next level. It's a constant peeling back of all those onion layers. Like they say, every level has a new devil, and that is so bloody true. Every time you get to a promotional level, then the next month will be a really difficult month, because you'll have a whole lot of growth you've got to do. So that is the blessing of this business, because if we don't grow, our business doesn't grow either.
Yeah, I'm in my growth month at the moment, and it gets pretty, it's at the time it's just like, whoa, what's going on? And then you look back and you're like, holy shit, that fucking helped me so much. Like, it's awesome. I love that we kind of learn with the business, and we learn within ourselves, and that's the coolest part of this for me.
That's awesome, honey. Any other questions? Anybody for Angel? She's just on a roll. Oh, that looks awful. How much is that?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is your hand okay? Like, I can't take my eyes off it. I just seen it absolutely red.
Yeah, no, I'm going through a few bandage things right now.
Looks awful. Is it a really big cut?
I won't tell you, because you'll get all grossed out.
Any stitches or anything, honey?
No, it's tiny. It's just what are those things that I've got?
Paper cut?
No, these things.
Oh, it's a mole.
Yeah, but I bumped it at the start of the call, and it's just started bleeding, and I did it the other day too, so it's really bleeding now.
So you're not going to die, that's all right.
No, we're not dying.
That's good.
No, we're too busy to die.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much, beautiful. Is there anything else that you'd like to share before we finish?
Just my apologies about the blood everywhere.
It's not your fault. It's all good. You don't have to apologise for that. It's fine. What an amazing woman. And I guess what would be really cool to know is, what is your next goal, honey? And when is it going to happen?
So I'm having baby in 2 weeks, and I am feeling that overwhelm is coming back quite a bit with that. So my goal at the moment is just, like I say, keeping consistent, keeping on, despite everything going on around me with life and all that. At the moment, it's a lot of personal development and making sure that I'm seeing my girls succeed at the same time. And through that, the cool thing is we all succeed through others succeeding as well. So I guess it would just be a lot of personal development and hitting my next promotion within the next couple months as well, because I've been wanting that for quite a while now. And I've been stuck on senior partner for a long time. And yeah, it's definitely about time that I get to SC. Way above time.
Bring it on. What do you reckon, Dana? Should we help her get there?
Dana's
And
going to
then I
be.
get to SP first.
Let's get her, yes, let's get you to SP and let's get Angel to SC, eh? Yes, let's do it for her. Love it. Thank you so much for sharing, Angel. You're amazing, honey.
Thank you for having me on. And I just want to say welcome to all the new team that I haven't met, because I actually see so many names on here that I haven't seen before, and it's really cool. It's awesome seeing our team build so much.
Isn't it? It's amazing. It is. It's awesome. Thank you for sharing. So I just wanted to chat a little bit about stories, because I know that there's a lot of new people here tonight, and I know that stories are a little bit tricky, especially when you're closer to my age and older, because, you know, we're not used to doing it. Believe me, I had to learn a lot about stories off Angel and Mira. But it's actually really, really simple now. So, but one of the things that I'm finding a lot is people popping a story up that is just an image, and then just putting in, you know, like having a whole lot of different images on their story. Now, the whole idea of a story is to kind of create like a film. So imagine it as a really short film where you're getting people's interest. So you're kind of creating intrigue. So when people see your first story, you can kind of create amazing things with your story. So with this, the shake sale that we've just had on today, for example, you can just pop a short image up and use the text. So you can actually text on your story. You can put GIFs on your story. You can put music on your story. You can put polls on your story. And so create a little film with your stories by using all those different things. There are apps that you can use that are really good for stories. So I've got my favorite one. So I just wanted to talk about that one. What's it called? What's it called again? It's called, hang on, Unfold. It's called Unfold. Now, Unfold, you like it too, Diane, I can see you nodding. It's a great app because it's really, really simple to use. And all I do is I just use the classics. And you can put in a photo or two photos, and you can just put in your own text, you save it, and it's done. It can take like 2 minutes to do a whole story. Now, for any of you who have seen any of my stories, I created one. Yeah, Canva's really good too. I do love Canva. I find Canva a little bit trickier to use on a phone. It's easier on a laptop, but not so easy on a phone. So if
that's where Over comes in as well with that.
Yeah, I haven't ever used Over. I've got it, but I've never used it. I just find Unfold really, really simple. And the other thing you can do is you can like create a whole lot of stories, and you can also get it from your archives. So once your stories finish, so once you no longer have your stories up, they're saved in your story archive, and you can play them again. So with stories, you can use them over and over and over again. So you don't have to create a new story every time. So I've got my favorites in there, and I actually save them to my phone as well. And then you just pop them up again new. So your stories last 24 hours, and you want to always make sure that you have a story so that you never don't. And sometimes, honestly, sometimes I don't have a story up, but the reason why stories are so good, there's a few reasons. One is they really help your algorithms. They are quick and they are convenient to use. So you don't have to put up a lengthy post and do lots of text, you know, have a really massive text with it. You can just put up something really simple with a story that's going to create some intrigue. The other good thing about them is they're a really good way to connect with people on Messenger, because this is going to help your algorithms too. So when you are commenting or when you are loving on people's stories, they're going to see your stories as well. The same as if you're commenting and loving on their posts, they're going to see your stories as well. So when you want to connect with somebody, so one of our high paying activities is that we reach out and we start new conversations with people. A really good way of doing this is through their stories. So if you see a story of someone's up and you want to connect to that person and you love their story, I would just comment and it goes straight into their messenger box. And then what does that do? That gives you a really good way to start a new conversation. And that also means that they're going to start seeing your posts and your stories. So and that's how the algorithms work. So that's why stories are really good. And the more intriguing your story is, the more people are going to look at your stories every time. So if you just have an image up and nothing else, people aren't going to, they think, oh, it's just her story. I'm not going to watch that because it's always boring. So just create a little bit, it just means a little bit of creativity. And believe me, I am not creative when it comes to stories. I honestly, a lot of my stories, if I don't do them myself, often I use other people's stories because I just don't have that creativity that some people have. So you don't have to be that creative as long as you've just got, I don't know, just the text. Like, I don't know if anyone's seen my story today, but I popped up about why I love our protein powders. And it was just, I love that these are all vegan and whole food. There's nothing synthetic added. That was it. That's all I had in my story. And you wouldn't believe how much love I got on that. I think probably about 25 people loved on that. So it's just simple things that just get people's eye. It attracts them. And that's what we want to do is we are in the business of attraction marketing. We want to attract people to our page. So another way that we can attract people to our page is through what does our profile look like? So we want to make sure that, so our profile is basically our business card. So when someone connects with you or when you connect with that someone, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go and have a look at your profile because they're going to want to know who you are. Who is this person? Is this person just here because they want to spam me or do they vibe with me? So they want to know if they can relate to you, if they're going to vibe with you. So you want to make sure that your profile picture is of you. And it's better that it's a close-up of you, so not so much a whole body pic, but just that, like the shoulders and the head, and that you're smiling and that it's clear and they can see your face and they can see your eyes. So no photos with your sunglasses on because they want to be able to see your eyes because they want to know they can trust you. They want to go, oh, I like this person. Yep, I want to be her friend. I like her. She looks really nice. So that's your first introduction. The next part is your bio. So what if you put in your bio? And this can be really simple. Basically, all you're going to put in there is who you are or what do you do. So for mine, I've put down that I'm a dream creator, an entrepreneur, an author, and a public speaker, helping women design their own life through Soulfully or something like that. So that's when you bring out you. Now, you don't have to put up there, I'm a Dress Plus representative, because that's going to put people off. You want to put something about that comes from your heart. So what is it that you really love as a person? Do you love mentoring people? Do you love dancing? Do you love food? What is it that you love and what is it you do? So think about your business. So, for Diane, I'm thinking about you, honey. You're a traveler, right? You love travel. So put something about that on there because you're going to relate to people who travel, right? Travel bugs just like you. So you want to be attracting those people to you. So think about the people that you want, what you love. They're going to be attracted to you through what you've put on your bio. Now, your cover photo has to be a photo about you. So it's not necessarily a photo of you, but it's about you. And again, this can be something that you are passionate about. Like for me, I've put the Soul Tribe thing up there because that's, because I love you guys and that's what I do. But, if you're into food or into nutrition, like Tammy, she's a nutrition bug, she can put up a beautiful photo of nutritious food. Or, you know, if you're a traveler, you can put up one of your favorite travel photos, or, you know, just something that is about you. If you're a mum with kids, with young kids, you can put up a photo of your family. But remember that you want to attract people who see you and go, oh, I like her and I like what she does. I like what she's about. Or him. Sorry, William. I'm not, I don't mean to leave you out. Okay, and then the next thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that what you're putting on your profile is really attractive and it reflects who you are as a person and what your business is about. So one of the things that I often say to people is I recommend that you don't share things. So for example, you know, if you see a really nice meme or something on someone's page and you think, oh, I like that, I want to share it, don't click the share button. Save the photo to yours and then put the photo up and put a new post about it, because that's you, that's who you are, you're being authentic, you're being original. There's two reasons why we do that. One is because it looks really unattractive when you've got a whole lot of shared photos all over your profile. It doesn't look attractive at all. The other reason is this is your voice and this is who you are. So if you've got someone else's words on your page, it's not going to, it actually doesn't reflect who you are. It might reflect something that you like, but it doesn't reflect you. And that's what people want to know. They want to know, who is this person and can I trust them? So, so I always save the photo and then just put up my own post. Okay. Another thing that you want to have is you want to make sure that the profiles or the things that you are posting, you're also posting photos of yourself. So who hates selfies? Annie, you have to practice taking selfies, William. Practice taking selfies. Selfies are great. When I first started, I hated selfies and I'm like, why would I want to take a photo of myself standing there going? But honestly, I'm really good at selfies now because you just learn, because you just have to do it. People love seeing your face. People love seeing you. I know you're going, they don't want to see me, right, Annie? It's not true. They want to see you. They want to know who you are because you're attracting your tribe to you. So you want to make sure that every 5 posts is a photo of yourself. Either yeah. I saw that look, Annie. It's so cute. But this is a really good way of building rapport. This is how we build rapport with people online, because believe me, we can build rapport with people online. It's not that hard to do. I'm just going to keep this short because I know it's really late and I want to go, but I just wanted to give you guys some tips around that. And the other thing is that you don't want to put up those Facebook games. Does anyone play Facebook games? Please tell me you don't. Thank goodness no hands went up. There's nothing worse than putting Facebook games up on your profile, because it doesn't look attractive. Again, it's not going to attract the right people to you. So when you are adding new friends, because another thing that we do as part of our high paying activities is we add new friends, right? And we can do this through our suggested friends. I often do this. So when I go through my suggested friends, I add about 3 people every day, 3 new people. When I go through my suggested friends, I will always look for someone who's got more than 5 mutual friends with me that aren't mutual Juice Plus friends. But also I will look at their profile. If they've got a really nice photo and I like the look of the person, generally they have to be a woman. I don't just add men unless I know them. And then if they've got a really nice profile that I really kind of gel with, like they're kind of spiritual and they love family, like their values are the same as me, and they might like travel, and they're really positive and optimistic, and that, you know, their posts are really inspiring, then I will add them. But if you go through a profile and it just doesn't feel right, don't add them. It's got to feel right to you, because remember, you're attracting your tribe to you. So don't just add people. And if you get random friend requests and you're thinking, oh, I'll just add all these people because, you know, we need more friends. If it doesn't feel good to add them, don't add them. Just delete them. You don't have to add people for the sake of adding people. So get really good at getting selective around who you're adding to your page.
I needed that. I actually really needed that entire conversation, honey. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome, honey. You're so welcome. So now if anybody needs any help with stories, ideas, or anything like that, we do have a really cool little story chat group. And if you want to be part of that, just let me know and we can pop you in there. I think you're already in there, Annie. I think you are. Yes, I think I put you in there the other day. You know which one, eh? I think it's called Story and Picture Ideas. Yeah. Yeah. But, and I think the really cool thing is we'll just make sure that, and Angel talked about this a little bit tonight, about kind of finding out what's right for you. So get your minimum amount of things that you want to do that's going to work for you to keep yourself consistent in your business daily. So what is your minimum? So for me, my minimum is I add 3 new people every day. I have 5 new conversations. I invite 1 person to look at the business or the program. And I comment and love on at least 5 people.
Is that what a DMO is?
DMO is
Right.
a daily method of operation. So whatever
yeah.
works for you. So the thing is, we don't want you to get into overwhelm over it. We want you to, and the best things to be doing, seriously, is if you at least do 1 post a day and 1 story, you're having at least 1 or 2 new conversations every day, and you're doing your follow-ups. And, you know, inviting new people or, you know, adding new friends is a really good thing. Even if you only add 1 new friend every day, it's really good, because the more that you add to your friend list, the more new people are going to see what you're doing. And often when we've been, you know, I've been in this business 4 years now, and a lot of my friends know what I do. They all know what I do. And if they haven't already tried the product or been in the business, then they're not about to, because they have seen it and they're not that interested. One day they might, you know, it does happen. We do get people that, like I've got someone who's just ordered today after sitting on the fence for 2 years. But, you know, it's always good to add new people because they don't know who you are. And so it's someone new to get to know, and they'll be watching you. And they may be in a position when they're ready to change their health, or they're ready to create more income.
2 years.
2 years.
So that person was obviously curious the whole time, but just needed that push.
Yeah, so
wow.
I was actually friends with her at college, and we were friends on Facebook about 10 years ago, I think. And then she disappeared for a while. I think she disappeared for about 2 years, and then she friended me again, came back. And yeah, she's been, in fact, it was probably longer than that she disappeared. And I think it's been the last 2 years since the first time she asked me about what I'm doing, because she wanted to improve her health. That was 2 years ago. And she's kept coming back and forth, back and forth. And what I did today was, she saw my story on the shakes deal, and she said, okay, I'm ready. I want to do this now. And that's all it took.
That's it. It's the I'm ready part.
Yeah, I'm ready. I want to do this now. And I said, but we were just talking about the capsules about a month ago. So she ordered the capsules, and then she says, oh, I can't do it today. I'd have to wait. I have to save for it. And I said, well, how about, because I've got a shakes deal going on at the moment, how about I give you 5 free shakes or 7 free shakes if you order today? And she goes, okay, we'll do it.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
So sometimes they just need a little push, but it's that consistency, you see, because I keep posting. Even if I'm not necessarily feeling like I'm getting anywhere, or I don't feel like people are watching me, they are watching, they watch you all the time.
Which makes sense, because consistency is required for anything that you want, you know, like time, effort, and action. Right. You can't expect to just sit there. Yeah, I love this.
And the other thing is too, Ace, is that, you know, people don't know what you're doing if you don't tell them. And how do you tell them? You tell them by your posts, your stories, and by having conversations. Otherwise, they don't know.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I've got to go from being a private person. I only post 13% of my life on social media, where now I'm in that transition phase where I'm going from normal lifestyle to I want a better lifestyle, and this is becoming a part of that.
Yeah, yeah. And I understand that, honey. I think everybody's like that, you know. I think it really is. It's everybody is like that when they first start. I had somebody who went from 100 friends on Facebook with no profile picture, and she was a lurker. She started in this business and she got up to SC and became an Instagram guru. So you just never
What's her
know.
name?
Oh, Maxine, she hasn't been active for a while. She's off on holiday, and yeah, but she's gone off Facebook now, but she's still on Insta. But she went from not doing anything to actually loving the online space. And that's just because she got her head around it and realized that we have an incredible platform that we can use that's free. You know, that's going to attract a lot more people. So anyway, guys, I realised that it's been an hour since you've been on, and I don't want to keep you. I'm just going to see what's been going on in the chat. My selfie's a shit, lol. Okay, Annie, maybe we should do some selfie training for you. I'll come to your house and we'll do some selfie trainings. The glasses photo, I know.
It's all about the angle. It's all about the angle and the lighting.
Yeah, well, it is. You kind of get used to it. William, you definitely need some new selfies. Definitely need some selfies. Okay, I saw a deal on someone else's post that was the Glow package and get 10 shakes for free. Is that a similar thing that you did where they gave the shakes out of their own pocket? Yes, Dom. So because this, and I do this quite regularly, sometimes I make it a big thing and I actually post about it and I say this month, and I usually do it at the end of the month. Like anyone who orders between now and the end of the month, I'm going to give away a week's worth of shakes. But what I'm finding works better is actually personal messaging them. So people who you know want to order and just say, hey, look, I'm actually giving away a week's worth of shakes with every order. Let me know if you'd like me to pop an order in. And that's all I did with Alana today. But you've got to be willing to be able to give away some product, which at the end of the day is actually worth it because you're getting all that retail profit and commission, right? And you're potentially getting a customer for life, possibly even a team member. And you're helping them improve their health, which is the best part, right?
I was just going to say that you're kind of giving back anyway, and that's all of what I'm about.
That's right. Back. That's right. Yeah, you're really helping them to improve that. And I know this young woman. She's not young. She's my age, but she's been unwell for a long time. So I'm really happy for her that she's actually finally decided to give it a go. Okay. So any other questions before I say good night? Hopefully that's been helpful for you guys. Oh, and Shans, well done on your promotion, darling.
Congrats.
I haven't seen the post yet. Has it gone up? No, not yet. Didn't you know about it? Did you know about it?
Yes, Lisa did tell me. I haven't seen a post.
You're amazing, girl. You're amazing. Well, she's probably waiting to get confirmation from HO before she puts it up, which is a smart move. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, everybody. Have a beautiful evening, and we'll catch you tomorrow, hopefully, on Power Session. Nice to see you all. Bye.
Bye.